In the small, poor village in Benue State, Nigeria, life offered few educational opportunities. It was with a mix of sadness and hope that, when she was just 5 years old, little Ochayan was sent away to live with her aunt and uncle in the city. The family was doing well, and this move was meant to be the start of a better life. A chance for Ochayan to go to school and escape the cycle of want. For 3 years, the arrangement held the promise of her future, but that promise was shattered the moment she turned 8. The horror began with her cousin, the eldest son of the house, who started abusing the young girl under their care. When his sister noticed and reported him to their father, Ochayan's uncle, she believed that the patriarch would be a protective figure. But the father merely scolded his son, and then, in a devastating act of betrayal, began the abuse himself. Ochayan was trapped in a nightmare where the two men who were supposed to be her guardians, father and son, were instead her tormentors. They continued defiling her until she became seriously ill. By September, when she was home from school severely unwell, she was rushed to the Federal Medical Center in Makurdi, where she spent over 2 months. After her discharge, she confided the shattering truth to her mother. Her uncle and his son were responsible. Ochayan's mother immediately informed Ochayan's elder sister, who then told the aunt. Ochayan was then taken for a checkup in the hospital in Makurdi. Following the medical findings, Ochayan's mother went to various people to explain what had happened, but they were reportedly unresponsive. Frustrated and desperate for help, the family then escalated the matter by reporting the case to the police headquarters in Makurdi, which finally brought the case into the court system. The uncle was arrested in 2019, but his son fled and was officially declared missing by the police. Despite the medical intervention and her stay in a specialized home, Ochayan was diagnosed with vesicovaginal fistula (VVF), a severe complication often resulting from sexual trauma. She suffered for 5 years after the initial abuse before ultimately succumbing to her illness and injuries. Her death left her mother in inconsolable grief. A nurse who cared for Ochayan later in her ordeal provided a harrowing testimony, recounting the rapid physical decline and intense suffering the girl endured. Ochayan was first admitted with a high temperature and feeling cold, but the true internal damage quickly became apparent. Within 2 days, she could not make use of her legs and was becoming lifeless from her legs up to her waist. Before long, she struggled with severe loss of control, passing urine and stool uncontrollably. The mother confirmed these issues, adding to the grim medical picture. While some of these outward symptoms were painstakingly managed during her stay, she was forced to remain in dampa, diapers, throughout her final days. Ochayan endured 5 long years of suffering, struggling against the catastrophic injuries that were inflicted upon her small body, before she was tragically claimed by vesicovaginal fistula (VVF), a life-ending consequence of the trauma she sustained. The mother's agony and systemic failure. Ochayan died 3 years ago, yet for her mother, the clock is frozen. She cannot find peace or sustenance. She struggles to eat, and even when she does, the food offers no nourishment. She is tormented not by the generalized concept of loss, but by the manner of her daughter's death. The pain she had to go through even when she died is what haunts her every waking moment. The legal process has cruelly compounded her grief with profound injustice, drawing out the pain through years of calculated delay. The initial arrest of the father in 2019 offered a brief, fleeting hope for accountability, but this was quickly crushed. The father was later discharged, free to walk the streets when he was a man who was supposed to rot in jail. The second suspect, the son, fled and remains at large, shielded by his family. Her grief is compounded by the frustrating delays and alleged cover-ups in the legal process. She claims the family of the suspects is actively hiding the son to protect him from justice. This accusation gained stark weight when the man's daughter reportedly made a post on Twitter stating, "Funny how my brother and father are sharing the same iPhone 8. Dad uses SIM 1 while my bro uses SIM 2, suggesting the second suspect was not missing but in close contact with his family. Despite the physical evidence of Ochayan's injuries, her death, and the mother's determined pursuit, the legal process has allegedly been stonewalled by claims of insufficient evidence to hold the men accountable. Ochayan's mother now appeals directly to the government for justice, demanding that both perpetrators be brought to trial and held fully accountable for the abuse that led to her daughter's agonizing death. Ochayan was a child who deserved the world, with a bright future that was violently stolen and brutally cut short at the hands of the very people meant to protect her. For the 5 years of agony she endured and the unending grief and years of mourning inflicted upon her family, she demands nothing less than complete, immediate and swift accountability. We all seek justice for Ochayan. She deserved life, protection and peace.